Hi everyone, this is Taiwan on how everyone doing today, and this is my take on Speak Out Wrestling. The KNO yesterday was a huge firestorm in Twitter wrestling community about this hashtag. And people want me to partake in this topic that I'm going to discuss to you guys today. And also, I will have my psychic reading on this as well. I'm not going to do the tarot cards and the oracle deck. I'm just going to use my intuition while I'm talking to you guys. And this is what I think about the situation. I feel like it been happened a lot of times. Every day, every minute, every week that wrestlers go through. There is a major sick system within the wrestling business. There was a saying by other wrestlers saying that if you ain't given no head, you're not going to be the head of the game. And at first, I didn't understand it, but now I do. So, what it means is that there is so much things that wrestlers like Lita been saying. If you see the picture down below in that corner, she warned us in the beginning. She said that yes, there is some sexual abuse within WWE, within the wrestling business. If you know what Time Up is, there's a link down below with the other articles that you guys should read, especially with the TJ Perkins claiming he was taken advantage of by a female wrestler in his teens, which is so messed up, and the Jim Cornette and his wife Stacey accused of predatory behavior towards wrestlers, especially male wrestlers. It's very disturbing, and there's other videos as well. And there's a thing about it's so much stuff that I'm going to touch on with this topic. Someone was telling me yesterday, because I didn't do the video yesterday, but I'm doing the video right now to you guys. Someone told me, are you surprised about wrestlers are coming forward saying that they was victimized within the wrestling community? And I tell you before, I was like, no, I'm not surprised. The wrestling industry is so corrupt right now. Like everywhere is. Like everywhere you go is corrupt. Like you have guys are being raped by their favorite wrestlers. And people refuse not to believe them. And that's why they remain silent. Same thing as females too. But guys don't speak up because they don't want to see themselves as weak. And they don't want to relive the trauma that they went through as a victim of sexual assault and rape. And I'm so glad that TJ Perkins helping other male wrestlers to tell their story. And I read a lot of them on Twitter. If you check down below, lots of them. And to be honest with you, I believe most of them. Like this one story about this openly gay indie wrestler. He posted on Twitter that he was bullied because of his sexuality and forced to have sex with a producer, female relative to make him a champion. And he not telling the promotional company, but it's just sad, that wrestlers have to go through this by using sex to get what they want, and which is so sad. And also, I feel that everyone has a right to tell their story, if you don't believe it or not, but don't victim shame and don't use harsh judgment, but use more, how to put this, use more common sense with the situation, what the victim is saying about what happened, and to see how to judge it without being harsh. Because I believe that these sexual predators are sick in the head and they need help. And I'm glad that AEW is sending Jimmy Havoc to rehab of the thing he did to people. Instead of canceling Jimmy Havoc, you have to be mature and be like, this guy needs mental help. This guy is sick. Okay? Because I believe that Jimmy Havoc was a victim of the things that happened to him. It's kind of like when someone molested you, you molest the other person. It's like a cycle. Like hurt people hurt other people. That's what I'm trying to say. And Jimmy Havoc have history of getting into altercation with people because he is hurting inside. And I'm not making excuses for him, but I feel like the way I look at things, and I think that's the problem with male wrestling victims. There are more males are victims of sexual violence than females. Males don't like to talk about being raped, being assaulted, being sexually harassed. They keep it inside. You get what I'm saying? They keep it inside. Like, as for females, we could express it. We could talk about it because we females get attracted to danger, or like majority of us was victims of being raped, and sexually assaulted by men and by women. And I feel like we have to change. We have to not judge both sides, but have a clear understanding of why they do it. Because everything happened for a reason. Probably that man raped another man because he feel that he's superior, he got power. That's another thing. Rapists and sexual predators think they have power and they could do anything they want, and that's their ego. They feel like if I could touch a guy, I could touch a guy. If I touch a female, I could touch a female. That's how they think. And the sad part about it, they will get away with it because they have power. They got money. And they pay victims off. And there are stories coming from Japan saying that, like, they pay people off to shut them up. If you is rape in Japan, they will give you money to silence you, and you don't talk about it ever again. Same thing in Mexico. Same thing in America and Canada. So let me do a second reader on this situation. What I see, lots of powerful wrestlers, like the one like in WWE, AEW, like big name wrestlers, gonna confess about themselves being sexually abused within the wrestling industry. Like some of them that will shock you. Like this person came out and say that they've been a victim of rape, sexual abuse, sexual harassment, discrimination. Like there are lots of closet lesbians, closet bisexuals, closet gay people confessing about the abuse of being gay and forced to stay in the closet to be seen as straight and being mistreated by management because they are gay, bisexual, part of the LGBT community, and there are gonna be people be outraged about that. And also, I feel like some of them, like the LGBT wrestlers, I'm talking about the mainstream, like the well-knowns, gonna confess that they was forced to do sexual favors and forced to do sexual acts to get what they want, like a spotlight. This is sad. This is what I'm getting. Yeah, there gonna be lots of big name people coming forward about them being bullied within the wrestling industry. No one's safe. No one is safe. And I'm gonna tell you people this. You got to separate the wrestler character than their real life personality. your favorite wrestler is not what they seem to be. It has to take time to reflect on this topic because I feel like there's so much things popping up. Psychic wise, like lots of things popping up about these wrestlers that will shock you and stun you. So that being said, this is Ty Williams. Good day and goodbye.